Hey warrior, you opened your eyes this morning. That alone is a miracle. But somewhere between waking up and facing the mirror, you forgot something powerful. You forgot that you are worthy. You forgot that you matter. You forgot that the most important love story of your life isn't out there, it's right here, inside you. Self-love. Two words that can transform everything. Yet most of your life, you were taught that loving yourself is selfish, that putting yourself first is wrong, that caring for your own heart is less important than caring for everyone else's. So you gave and gave until you were empty. You prioritized others until you disappeared. You loved everyone except the one person who needed it most, you. Today, that narrative ends. Today, you remember. Today, you reclaim the most sacred relationship you'll ever have, the one with yourself. Because everything in your life flows from this single source. Your peace, your joy, your boundaries, your dreams, your relationships. All of it begins with how you treat yourself when no one else is watching. A great Stoic reminder comes from Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. That strength starts with how you speak to yourself. So today, stay with me for 9 truths. Practice them, not just hear them. If your heart says yes, let's begin. 1. The mirror of truth. See yourself clearly. You pass mirrors every morning. Sometimes you glance, sometimes you stare, sometimes you look away. But how often do you really see yourself? Not the surface, not the flaws society trained you to magnify, but the soul behind the eyes, the heart that's been beating for you since day one. Self-love begins with honest seeing. It begins when you stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. When you stop using other people's definitions of beauty, success, and worth to measure yourself. The world gives you 1,000 distorted mirrors. You're told you're not enough unless you look a certain way, achieve certain things, or receive certain approvals. But here's the truth that frees you. You are already whole, not broken, not incomplete, not waiting to become worthy. You are worthy now, in this moment, exactly as you are. Stand before the mirror today and see the warrior looking back. That person survived 100% of their worst days. That person kept going when giving up seemed easier. That person loved, lost, stumbled, risen, tried again. Self-love isn't pretending you're perfect, it's accurate seeing. Yes, you have flaws. Everyone does. Yes, you made mistakes. Everyone has. But you also have strengths uniquely yours. A laugh that brightens rooms, hands that create or comfort, a mind full of ideas that matter, a presence that affects others more than you know. Practice genuine recognition, not generic praise. Say aloud, I showed up today even though it was hard. I was kind to someone else. I'm learning to set boundaries. The mirror of truth helps you stop magnifying weaknesses and minimizing strengths. It lets you treat yourself with the same grace you give others. You're not arrogant or self-absorbed. You're humble, human, evolving. You're worthy whether you shine or struggle. Both versions deserve love. This mirror also pushes you to face what you've been avoiding. Maybe rest, maybe ending something draining, maybe admitting you've been living someone else's dream. Self-love gives courage to face truth without falling apart. It gives strength to change when needed because you're worth the effort. Look, see, and let that vision guide how you treat yourself today. 2. The garden you tend. Your mind, your responsibility. Your mind is a garden. Every thought is a seed. Every belief becomes a tree. Every repeated pattern creates the landscape of your inner world. If you look around honestly, what do you see? A flourishing field of kindness and possibility, or a garden overrun with weeds of self-doubt, fear, and old pain? You don't control every seed that lands. Life throws things at you without permission, but you control which seeds you water, nurture, and grow, and which ones you pull out by the roots. For too long, maybe you watered the wrong thoughts. I'm not good enough. I'm behind everyone else. I'll never change. Those are weeds dressed as truth, choking the good inside you. Self-love is becoming a conscious gardener. You ask, is this thought helping me grow or holding me back? Is this belief serving me or harming me? When failure happens, do you say, I'm stupid, or that didn't work, but I'm learning? The difference isn't just words, it's planting poison versus planting nourishment. This isn't toxic positivity, it's honest. A good gardener doesn't ignore drought or weeds. They face reality and work with it. Self-love says, yes, I'm struggling, but I'll be gentle with myself. Yes, it's hard, and that's allowed. I'm still worthy of care. Your garden also needs pruning. Some relationships drain you, some commitments exhaust you, some habits no longer serve. Self-love lets you cut away what is dead so new growth can happen. This isn't selfish, it's survival. A tree that refuses to drop dead branches will collapse under their weight. When you tend this garden with love, everything around you changes. People feel your difference. They sense your peace. Your self-love becomes an invitation that allows others to love themselves too. Today, notice your self-talk. When you catch a harsh thought, pause. Replant something kinder. Ask, is this fear talking? Why am I comparing? Feed your mind sunlight through rest, water through stillness, nutrients through growth experiences, and remove weeds by questioning negative patterns. A garden doesn't bloom overnight, but every time you choose to tend it with love, you create change. 3. The permission you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for permission to rest when tired, say no without explaining, choose yourself without guilt, dream bigger, take space, standing at the door of your own life waiting for someone to tell you it's okay to walk through. Here's what you need to hear. You don't need anyone's permission to love yourself. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to wait until you're thinner, richer, more successful, or more together. You don't need approval from your parents, partner, or society. It can only come from one person, you. Self-love is radical permission. It's giving yourself the green light to exist as you are, need what you need, feel what you feel. It releases you from the prison of others' expectations. You're allowed to change your mind, change paths, change life, even if someone else is disappointed. Think about how much energy you spent seeking approval, adjusting to fit in, dimming light, apologizing for boundaries, sacrificing peace to keep the peace, putting yourself last. That isn't noble. That's self-abandonment dressed up as virtue. A Stoic reminder says we love ourselves more than others, but care more about others' opinions than our own. We give strangers more authority over our worth than ourselves. We let one critical comment outweigh 100 compliments. We change who we are based on who's watching and lose ourselves. Self-love says, I give myself permission to disappoint people, not to hurt them, but to stay true to myself. You're allowed to be imperfect, a work in progress, not have it all figured out. You're allowed to rest without productivity, eat without guilt, take up space without apologizing. This permission extends to emotions. You're allowed to be sad without explaining, angry without being told you overreact, joyful without waiting for the catch. You can change. The person you were 5 years ago doesn't have to be who you are today. Growth isn't betrayal. Evolution isn't failure. Self-love is giving yourself permission to become who you're meant to be, even if leaving behind old versions. And yes, sometimes you'll choose yourself first, not selfish harm, but necessary life-giving care. You're allowed to say, I can't help with that because I need myself, to skip an event because you're exhausted, to end a draining conversation. Your well-being is not bad, it's essential. Stop waiting for the world to give permission. It's inside you. Today, sign it. Give yourself unconditional permission to honor your needs, respect your limits, and love yourself fiercely. 4. The voice that shapes your world. There's a voice that follows you everywhere. It's the first voice you hear in the morning, the last before sleep. It comments on everything you do, every choice you make, every reflection you see. It's been with you longer than any friend, relationship, or job. Would you let anyone else speak to you that way? Constant criticism, pointing out every flaw, reminding you of every failure, telling you you'll never be enough. You'd walk away from that person, yet you allow that voice to live rent-free in your mind. Self-love is taking back control of that voice. It can be kind, encouraging, honest without cruelty. It